And they're coming home to Gauteng this time around after a successful concert in KwaZulu-Natal. You're listening to the sounds of Ladysmith, Black Mambazo, and Jeremy Loobs. They're bringing their electrifying collaboration to Johannesburg. The show first premiered to a sold-out audience in KwaZulu-Natal. Echoes Between Us. That was back earlier this year in May. And this September, they will be at the iconic Teatro at Monte Cassino for a limited run. So please help me welcome Jeremy Loobs and Sibongiseni Tshabalala joining us now in studio. Gentlemen, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. We are very good.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, a lot of people are excited about this concert coming up in September, Jeremy. But I want to first find out from you, when did you start experiencing the music of Ladysmith, Black Mambazo? Do you remember?
For sure. I was a young boy when I was hearing it for the first time. And I grew up in a family in Cape Town. My father was a journalist for the Sunday Times, and he was covering all sorts of things and writing. Yeah, he was a revolutionary in his own way. And so the music of Ladysmith was kind of tied to my upbringing, I think, through the messages of unity they were singing about, and the ideas of joy that was coming through, you know, and acceptance. They were inviting everyone to their concerts. And I remember going to their concerts, even maybe 12 years old was the first time in the city, and being really moved by the feeling of people singing together and the diversity of those crowds, you know. And one of the things we spoke about when we started talking about doing some songs together is I just was telling him how natural it is to me to write music that has a feeling like it's been, let me say it this way, it's been easy for Sabong to hear how to collaborate with me. It hasn't been difficult. We were finding many easy opportunities, and I think it's almost because I grew up like hearing their stuff anyways. Yeah. So it's filtering into the sound of my music. And when it came to getting in studio, and you never know how it's going to go, and then it was so easy.
Yeah. I feel like you already belong.
Something like that.
Sibongiseni, how special has this collaboration been? And have you explored this kind of a format before?
Oh, it's very special. When Jeremy first called, I think about 3-4 years ago.
At least 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think about 4 years ago. We were like, oh, and then he sent this beautiful song. We listened to the song and said, but the song sounds complete. Why does he want us to come and maybe mess up the song? But he was so sure that he wanted Ladysmith to be on the song. And I have seen the posters because he used to come and perform in Durban. And I always miss the shows because he would come on the weekend and will be gone somewhere. So I haven't had a chance of listening to the music. But when he first sent this demo for us to listen and see, so then I went to the internet and checked, how is this young man doing? So I listened to the song. I said, no, there's definitely something here. It's a good talent. We can work. And it's been a very good, we connected on the first day. He came to the studio, told us a story, we talked. You know, we did more talking than singing when we first met. And then we got on the studio and started doing the song. Yeah, it's been very great.
And look at the magic that you've created together. Jeremy, you've called this collaboration a conversation. How different is it from a normal Jeremy Loobs show or from a normal Ladysmith show for you, Sibongiseni?
Well, I think the idea with the name, you know, we called it the Echoes Between Us because we're going to explore the sounds that exist between the two groups. And, you know, I'm performing with my band, and people who come to my shows, they expect a very certain thing. You know, it's a high energy show from start to finish, and we like to keep people jumping around. And you'd never see me sitting down at my shows. I'm always jumping and running and whatever I might be doing. And the same, I think, goes for Ladysmith. They are generally standing up, singing, doing the songs in the way that people understand. And our idea here is we want to try and create something that feels different from both shows. So more like a conversation. We're going to do songs from both of our repertoires, but we're going to try our best to do them together. So you might hear some of my biggest hits sung with the whole of Ladysmith around me, and I'll be doing them in a different format. So I won't be doing them in the big live show way, I'm going to maybe be playing those songs more acoustically and have all these beautiful harmonies. And similarly with some of the Ladysmith songs that are generally just going to be a cappella, you're going to hear some of the band around them and some extra percussion and instrumentation that you wouldn't normally hear at one of their shows. And I think that's what's going to make it quite interesting. And I think we're going to throw in a couple of curveballs there as well for people, some other songs that maybe don't belong to either of us. And we hope that these shows are going to be the beginning of many shows like this. That's our plan long term, is to try and take this internationally and let it form the basis of something hopeful, in a world that feels so full of darkness and shrouded by fear. I think so many people are needing music to become that symbol of hope again. And so this isn't about looking back into the past and their legacy or my legacy. It's about looking together into the future and saying, how can we as two bands from two different parts of the culture come together and try to do something that speaks to where we'd like to see the future of this country go and give people hope, which I think is what both bands have spent, our lives doing. It's music dedicated to joy and unity, and that's going to be the message.
You've already had the success in KwaZulu-Natal, Sibongiseni, with a sold-out show. What can people expect here in Johannesburg?
More fun with the music. As Jeremy is saying, we want people to come and experience something that they wouldn't see on Ladysmith Black Mambazo show or on Jeremy's show, but something that's going to be very much collaborative. And we're aiming at showcasing to the world, actually, to the people, how these two cultures can come together and bring something beautiful. Showcase us as South African, as people who have love, who have hope, and give people hope, to know that there's always, even if you have bad things happening, but there's always good things that are coming, that are happening around you as well, that can uplift you as well.
Yeah. Listen, I can't wait to see you guys on stage. Jeremy, how do people get their tickets and what are the dates?
Ooh, that's not a question for me, but there's no doubt that it's easy to find them. They're going to be on social media. They're going to be on the websites.
Web tickets.
They're going to be on web tickets. For sure, it's on web tickets. And the shows are basically on the 20th and the 21st.
19th
and the 20th. So it's really next weekend already. And we've got some space still available, but we're selling very well. We'd love people to come and support this. It's really going to be the first time we're in a theater together. My first time in a theater at all. So all my shows are generally outdoors, festivals. We've just come from Glastonbury. We've been doing all those sorts of things. I'm looking forward to a new space, an intimate space. And like Sibong was saying, we're trying to find a way to help people with the courage they need, and I think we're taking some courage as well to do this collaboration. We're going to get up there. We haven't had we have 4 days of rehearsals next week, and whatever we do in those days is what you're going to see. And in the meanwhile, we just have a lot of fun with it. That's our plan. So we'd love the Josie audience there's a reason we're doing these first theater shows here. We feel like this is where there's going to be a lot of people who are inspired by this. So.
It was a success in KZN. No doubt it's going to be a success in Johannesburg as well. Go check out the concert Friday, the 19th of September, Saturday, the 20th of September as well. You can grab your tickets at Web Tickets. Here, once again, is a taste of what you can expect.